Welcome to the Macpa training. By now you should have your Macpa. It should have already arrived to your home. We're excited to be able to have you use this to build your iHeart Health Party Synergy business. Now, inside the Macpa kit, there's a couple of things that we need to discuss. First, you'll see a small connector here. This connector is for a USB on one side and for an Android tablet or an Android telephone on the other. This allows you to do screening on the go, and it's kind of fun. Now you can download that software by following the download instructions, whether that be for your Android tablet or telephone or for your laptop. Now laptops, it needs to be a Windows-based laptop. It needs to run Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7 or Windows 8. And once that's downloaded, you're ready to go. You'll also see in the Macpa kit there a standard USB cable that connects to the finger probe itself. So once we connect that to the computer and to the finger probe, you'll see that it powers up right here, right there. You'll see the light that comes on. It tells you that the probe is now powered. The next thing we need to do is properly place the probe on our friend. Now here we have Katie. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing well.
Okay,
How are you?
Good. I can tell that you're either in the mortuary business or you're just really cold. Which one is it?
It's pretty cold.
It's pretty cold. All right. Well, we need to warm that up. So I'm going to warm up my hands. I'll give you a little bit of a warmth squeeze here. Let me see this hand right here. Your left hand's the one we want to use. It's closest to the heart. So if at all possible, that's the one we want to use. Now that that's a little bit warmer, sometimes I'll just actually get the blood down there, give her a little bit of a rub. Once that's there, I'm going to place it on. Oh, and we can see Katie's fingers here, nicely polished. Very beautiful, by the way. However, sometimes fingernail polish can affect the screening. We won't see any problem with Katie because her nail beds are a normal size, but if we see really long nail beds and very, very dark, almost black nail polish, sometimes it can make a difference. We won't have a problem here with Katie's, and in fact, you won't have any problems probably 19 out of 20 times with fingernail polish. Katie, I'm going to ask you to just place your hand gently up on your chest, about heart level, and no pressure on the probe. Just let it hold there. And now we'll go ahead and launch the software. All right, so this is the Macpa software, and you can see right off the top there's a number of different things that you can take your own time at your own leisure and go through. Right here at the top you can see instruction. This is go ahead and click on it. It'll download a PDF, and this will show you where to place the device, how to place the device. There's registration method here. This is how you register users for getting tested or getting screened. And here's some facts to consider during the test. Also, you have a manual. This manual will go through a whole lot of detail, more than I have time to on this recording to go through. But there's checklists and result analysis and stress for the wellness index as well as for the stress index. You want to go through those at your own time. There's really good information. You can see the normatives and the information that is being used to compile the wellness score, the wellness type and the index. It's going to explain all of those things right there. Very good information for you to go through at your leisure. As far as this is telling you your software version. And one of the nice things with the Macpa is when the software is updated, you're always able to download the newest version. That's just included in your purchase there. Now, before we conduct any tests, there's actually 3 different tabs here. There's the wellness test, the stress index test, and the results review. But before we can access any one of these 3, we have to register a user. So I'm going to show you how that is done. When you register a user, you just click that button there, and you'll type in their username. In this case, we're going to test John Doe, and John was born in 1955, and he's a male. Now I can put in his phone number here, but since we have the Party Tracker software, I may or may not wish to do that. Make sure though that you keep a record of those that you screen in your Party Tracker software. And a phone number is a good way to cross-reference the data. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that. And now we're ready. I've typed in an individual. We're ready to conduct a wellness test. you've seen how to place the probe on the finger. Once you have that wellness test brought up, the probe is there, and the individual you're screening is seated in a comfortable position with feet flat on the ground and their hand on their chest with no pressure on the probe itself. Go ahead and click start. Now, when you press start, the computer is going to begin to do a lot of things here, and I really don't want to explain all of these things because, frankly, I don't want you to try to explain them to those that you're screening. It's just not necessary to the success of your event. What is important is that this is a quality screening, and you can tell right here under signal strength that we have a very good screening happening here with John Doe. It needs to be over 4% signal strength, and we're running in the low 20s signal strength. So it's a very good screening. We're going to have a nice accurate reading, and it's going to give us here in a moment two numbers, the wellness score and the wellness type. The wellness score will compare Mr. Doe against other men his age, and it will show us how he ranks in comparison to them. You'll also see the time running. The time is about a minute, and we're just about approaching that right now. And we can now see Mr. Doe's wellness score and wellness type, as well as his average pulse. So we take the probe off of his finger, and now it's time for us to discuss the findings. And I'm going to do that as if I were screening Mr. Doe right in front of you here. So, Mr. Doe, congratulations. I appreciate you doing that screening. I want to talk to you a moment about your wellness score. Mr. Doe, compared to men your age, average for men your age would be a 50. But now average in the United States, Mr. Doe, is not real good because the average man is overweight, and the average man has a 1 in 3 chance of dying of heart disease. So we don't want to be average. We want to be better than average. And right now, today, your wellness score is actually a little below average. So we want to work with you over the next 30 to 60 days to bring that number up. And we have some products that I'm really excited to introduce you to that are actually guaranteed to help you bring that score up. So we're excited to share that with you. Now, your wellness type, there are 7 different wellness types, and the wellness type, Mr. Doe, is a type B, and I want to congratulate you for that. There's out of the 7 types, type A is the best. That's the most youthful, energetic type you can be, and type G is well, we call it G on your way out, and you're a long way from G right now, so you're doing pretty well. But there are definitely some things that the Synergy products, the morning mix, the afternoon fix, are going to help you improve. I'm going to recommend you get on those right away, and then we'll get you screened in about 30 days, and you're going to see some improvement there. All right, so it's just that simple. I'll go ahead and close this down now so that that you can see that. Again, don't overcomplicate the screening. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a stress index test now on Mr. Doe. So first thing I need to do, again, these 3 buttons down here will not work unless we have a user selected. So I'm going to go up here. I've already registered Mr. Doe. I'll click list show, and then I'll come down here and find Mr. Doe. Mr. Doe is right there. John Doe, 1955, confirm, and now I can conduct a stress test. This is a 2.5-minute test. Probably not something you're going to do at an iHeartHealth party, but it is something you can do one-on-one. It's really a good way to give people information about their autonomic nervous system. So we've opened that software up. I'm going to go ahead and click start and ask Mr. Doe once again to keep his hand on his chest, no pressure on the probe, feet flat on the ground, not to move or talk, and start. Now we've got good signal strength. You can see the time running here just like on the other one, and away it goes. You can also see the pulse rate for Mr. Doe. This pulse rate's running in the low 80s, and we can discuss that with him. One of the wonderful benefits of ProArginine and the Synergy products is that it does help us reduce our pulse rate a little bit, and that's a nice thing. And it does that because of the vasodilation. We get more blood flow. Heart doesn't need to pump as many times to get the blood to the body. Okay, we're approaching the end of the 2.5-minute test. We've cut forward in this instructional video so that you don't have to spend the entire time watching the yellow lines move around. What we want to do though is get right down to the end of it. So it's just wrapping up here, and then we'll show you the results page on his stress test. Again, this is not part of the iHeart Health Party system, but it is interesting. It gives a stress index score, and you can see here Mr. Doe has some ongoing. We want to be down in that green area, Mr. Doe, and the way to do that is to improve your or reduce your stress by taking Synergy products. And if you guys want to have more detailed information on the stress test, you can go through that in the manuals on the home page. All right, now we're going to go ahead and finally show you how to review results. The software keeps a record of those people that you have screened, and you're able to pull that record up time after time. And I'll show you how that's to be done. Again, before we can click on any of these bottom tabs here, we need to have a user that is selected. So I'm going to go in and grab the information, list show here, and I'm going to grab the information from John Doe, 1955, confirm that, and now I can click on results. And you'll see here that we've done many different screenings for Mr. Doe, and we can click on any one of them and see the results. So we'll go back to one of the older screenings. These are his wellness screenings. Let me go back to this one here. This is Mr. Doe 4 screenings ago, and we can see how he has improved. He was a 37, he's now a 46. You were a type C, now you're a type B. So Mr. Doe, we can see that Pro-Arginine Active, that the morning mix and afternoon fix are doing their job. They are improving your wellness. Congratulations, Mr. Doe. And that's how you do that on the wellness score. You can do the same thing on the stress index, but because that's not part of the iHeart Health business, we've only done the one screening on him, so there's nothing to review that you haven't seen. You can also see his average pulse has declined steadily as we've done these screenings. So again, the product is working. It validates the use and the continued consumption of Synergy products. So that wraps up an overview of the software. Again, you'll have questions as you go through. Please get on our regular conference calls and webinars where we're going to be doing product tests or product instruction. We'll be doing Macpa instruction. Those are posted on our website, as well as feel free to contact our customer service hotline at any time. Thanks. So that's the training. We wish you the best of luck. It's a very simple system, and we want to keep it simple. So as you need help or any information, it should be online, or feel free and pick up the phone and give us a call at our customer service hotline. Thanks.